What's up, folks? It's your boy Stevie Mack with the Sports Mac. I guess you could file this one under, I bet they didn't see that coming. Hell, not only did I not see it coming, I didn't see it going because I'm a victim right now of the Time Warner, Showtime, CBS lockout, so I didn't even get to see the fight. But over Yahoo Sports, this is what they had to report. It happened in Carson, California, after Leo Santa Cruz put on a boxing clinic at third-round destruction of Victor Terrazas on Saturday at the StubHub Center. Golden Boy promoter Richard Schaefer was asked about a potential Santa Cruz Abner Mares bout. Yeah, everybody wanted to see that happen, and this is what he had to say. That would be a huge thing at Staples Center. That's what Schaefer said. Now, there was a lot of anticipation in Southern California about Santa Cruz Mares fight, which would have matched two of the fastest rising stars in the sport. Now, who don't like to see Abner Mares put it down for the crown and Santa Cruz get busy? Now, Jhonny Gonzalez, he heard the talk, and he was quietly seething with anger, and for good reason too. This is what Jhonny Gonzalez had to say. He said, "They were treating me like a stepping stone for Mares, and were making plans for a Santa Cruz fight before he even fought me." Can you imagine that? This is like people planning your funeral before you even die, and that turned out to be a bad decision. Now, Gonzalez scored the upset of the year with a crushing first-round technical knockout of the previously unbeaten Mares, dropping him twice and claiming Mares' WBC championship belt. Now, at this moment, "This is the single greatest and most glorious moment of my life," is what Gonzalez said. "When I came to the U.S. for this fight, no one gave me any credit. All they talked about was Mares fighting Santa Cruz." Now, the talk was for a good reason, too, as the two were quickly rising up the ranks and were among the most skilled and exciting fighters in the game. Now, after Santa Cruz dismantled Terrazas on Saturday, it was Mares' turn to hold up his end of the bargain. Mares, though, never got on track and didn't land a meaningful blow before being violently beaten up. Oh my God. Now, the first 2 minutes were almost completely uneventful, with neither man landing anything of significance. But with about a minute left in the second round, Gonzalez landed a strong straight right hand. Mares took it well, but it was a harbinger of what was to come. Not long after, Gonzalez decked Mares with a textbook left hook to the jaw. Mares was in obvious trouble this time, but courageously bounced up, and referee Jack Reese allowed him to continue. Now, the clock was running down in the round, so Gonzalez knew he had Mares hurt. He also knew Mares would be dangerous, and he had a decision to make: to attack and go for an early finish, or to play it cautious and not get caught with a Hail Mary from a desperate Mares. You know how that happens, right? You're in there trying to knock them out because you know you got them on the ropes, and all of a sudden they swing something, bam, knocked all the bejesus out you and have you looking loopy and your legs run out to the locker room before you even get a second chance. But after briefly considering his options, as Reese tended to Mares, Gonzalez knew what he had to do. He said, "I knew I had to go in for the kill. I didn't want to let him survive. It was just a matter of time before he'd be knocked down again. People just didn't give me the respect I deserved." Now, Gonzalez entered the bout with 46 knockouts and 62 professional fights, and deserved a reputation as a hard hitter, if not a slick boxer. Now, Mares found out the hard way. It wasn't all talk. The Gonzalez win clearly derailed talk of Mares Santa Cruz fight and left Schaefer to consider his options. This is what Schaefer had to say. "You just have to enjoy the fights. We all think we know what's going to happen. I was reading a story where the ring picked up 19 experts, probably some of you out here in the media, and asked who was going to win. All 19 picked Abner Mares." Probably as what I have, and you, the listener right now, viewer. "We think we know everything, but the truth is we don't. And that is why boxing is so exciting." That was a nice comeback for Schaefer to spit it like that, because it's the actual factor. Now, Santa Cruz continued his upward momentum in the opener of the Showtime televised doubleheader. He challenged Terrazas for the WBC Super Bantamweight title, put on a virtuoso performance. Now, he knocked Terrazas down twice in the third, forced referee Lou Moret to stop it to save Terrazas from a frightful beating. It was plenty bad as it was, with Terrazas' right eye swollen shut from a series of sharp accurate Santa Cruz blows. Now, Terrazas was a veteran with far more experience, but Santa Cruz took him apart with a good, cool surgical precision. I was not expecting a knockout this early in the fight, said Santa Cruz, who dedicated the fight to his brother, Roberto, who is battling lupus. I thought it would have been later. Terrazas is a great fighter, and I knew I had to pressure him in order to bring him down. I need to do this in the early rounds because he's a tough fighter. In the second round, when I saw his eyes swell, I knew I had to work up to that more. Work up to the eye. That shifted the spotlight to Mares, who made a mistake that cost him his title. Schaefer said he didn't think the stunning loss would hurt Mares' popularity because the promoter pointed out that Mares always comes to fight and puts on exciting events, and Mares shrugged off his first loss. I'm in this sport not to remain undefeated, but to fight the best. That's what Abner Mares said. And you know what? That's the God honest truth. You never know when that loss is going to come. Like Mike Tyson over in Japan, China, busted Douglas, come out of the blue, out of nowhere, bam, knocked him out for the first time. Mike was down goes Tyson, down goes Tyson. And who could have saw that coming? Nobody. Maybe Tyson, maybe Mares could have saw this coming. It was a premonition. But sometimes if you're overconfident and you go into the game, that's like with me with comedy. Well, let me just put Mike Tyson once said this: if he gets ready to go into a fight and he doesn't feel a little bit of fear and hesitation, something's wrong. You don't want to be overconfident, but you do want to have enough confidence and swagger to go in there and drop the blows that you're supposed to drop, but you don't want to ever underestimate your opponent. This is your boy Stevie Mack here on the Blabberbox. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and be sure to check us out over at StevieMack.com. Check out where I'm performing at a place near you. If it ain't near you, request it to be near you, and check us out over at Stevie Mack Radio. That's right, we're on Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. That there is the call time, my friend. Be there or be square.